absolute competitors. They're making quarterfinals, semifinals, medal matches. So it's showing that these programs having huge success.
That's right. And I can't even believe how well I've played so far as well. Even though I didn't win the match, I felt like I've learned a lot. And I'm serious.
And absolutely, and that's what it is. You had a 3-set game earlier on today against Hsiang, very good player from Japan. Here we go. LB Huang to get us underway, but a little too big on that first one.
Wow. What a serve.
And again, ladies, we'll be playing best 2 of 3. Must get to 11, win by 2. And because it is PPA Tour Asia, it is a pro bracket, it is single elimination. No second chances here for these ladies. Win, they go through to gold. Lose, it'll be bronze.
Look at that angle. Yufei knows where to put her ball placement.
It was the right option though, just missed it a little bit on that big backswing, but she had plenty of open court there.
That's right. I'm sure she'll get it the next ball.
0-2.
Yufei's look of determination is real.
Side up.
Yeah, I think both of these ladies have almost some of the best game faces where they can just have that look of fierce concentration.
Wow. Look at that smash. Yufei went straight for her backhand. It's getting a little hot in Malaysia. Yufei could be seen using her paddle as a fan. Just there.
Point. (4-0).
Beautiful shot coming from Yufei. She knows how to put her angle. The ball goes where her opponent is not.
Yeah, she closed that down beautifully, and as you said, she's burning herself. Players have been out here for a few days now, getting used to the heat, and I know you guys just come back from Arizona, and very hot there, but very dry heat, very, very different. Mia was saying a little earlier, getting used to the sweat factor again.
That's right. Suddenly, I have to use a lot of towels again.
Oh, there it is. She's been sticking to that backhand. Important side out there for LB Huang.
0-5.
I've seen quite a lot of ground strokes so far coming from both players. All of them were precise, beautiful topspin shots.
5-0.
Down the line and across the court. Never seen it in the middle.
Side out.
Yufei was one hand flick away from making that ball in. Beautiful shot coming from Huang. Hsiang win.
0-5.
Oh, that is incredible down the line. I thought Huang had all the court covered there and just found absolute millimeters.
I'm loving Yufei's ground stroke.
5-0.
Precise topspin and close to the net.
Side out.
Call that one the commentator's curse, where you give the compliment, the next ball into the net. So very, very close. It's time now for Huang to start to make some indentations on the scoreboard.
Side out.
Score is now 5-0 to Yufei.
5-0.
Will Huang get up? Yufei does it again. Perfect ball placement with that beautiful slice.
It's so hard to do the transition of that really hard ground stroke to
6-0.
hands. Make sure that ball drops into court.
Side out.
Yeah, good presence at the kitchen line there from Huang. I think that's where she can really start to run her way into this match. You know, I mean, they're both very tall
0-6.
athletes, big wingspan, sometimes having that imposing figure at the kitchen.
Look at that. Yufei with a beautiful cross court. I cannot believe it right now.
And Huang did nothing wrong in that point. She incredible shot, pushed it deep into the corner.
I would say it's a perfect example of a forced error, actually.
Yeah, Yufei Long just reading the ball incredibly well at the moment. I think you said it earlier, Sophia, just seeing what's coming maybe just a fraction earlier, anticipating it very, very well. And 6-0 lead here in this women's semi-final.
Point. Seven zero. Point. Timeout. Receiver. 8-0. 1 minute.
Looks like she needed that timeout.
Yeah, no surprises there. 7-0 down. It's definitely time to take a timeout and try to figure out what she can do to get back into this game one, or at least force enough sort of hesitation on Yufei that game two starts to fall her way. And Mia, I've had Mia in the booth earlier and now I'm getting all confused. Sophia, tell us a little bit more about the Trailblazer program. Obviously you spent the 3 months over in the US, and what does it sort of look like day to day for you guys over there?
Surprisingly, it's been a very fun program. At the beginning, I was afraid that I wouldn't be able to catch up with everyone, and afraid that maybe I would be judged differently for having different experience of pickleball. But ever since I came in, everyone made me feel like home. Everything we do in the house, it's like being in college.
So you all live in one house. It wasn't like dorm rooms. You had one big house for the group of you?
Well, each 6 girls in one and then 6 guys in one.
Makes sense. Got to keep trouble away from each other. So, no, it's fantastic. And I'll get a little update on some of the tournament stuff you guys are doing in the next little break. But right now, Yufei Long, 8-0. Oh, there it is. What a great shot coming out of the timeout. That's the confidence you need.
I wonder what goes through Huang's head during the timeout.
0-8. Point.
It is first point on the board, the sigh of relief.
Side out.
Quick side out there from Yufei. Halting any little hope of momentum there.
Surprisingly, even though with a bad shoulder, Yufei hits that
8-1.
forehand like there's no tomorrow.
Yeah, incredibly well constructed point there from Huang. Again, both those first shots from Yufei there, like on the baseline, plenty of top spin.
1-8.
Really, really tough to return.
Side out.
Great decision coming from Huang. Just needs execution.
Yeah, tough going over the high part of the net there. Again, the one thing we do know from Huang, she's an absolute beast of a competitor. She won't worry if she goes down game 1. She'll be willing to grind it out over 3 games if required. Again, both very fit athletes as well, not just great pickleball players, but exceptional athletes.
Amazing crosscourt coming from Yufei. Both players coming up to the net at the same time. Game point for Yufei.
You were saying? You have 1, she has 10. 10-1. Point, game.
And there it is on the first opportunity, Yufei Long, 11-1. And again, look, I don't think that scoreline really reflects how good that was and how good the hitting was from both ladies. I almost think it was probably around that 11-6 kind of scoreline when you think, but just those side outs coming and Yufei just being able to string those multiple points together. So we're going to loop back to the tournament play that the Trailblazers had. You guys got to play in a number of the PPA events over in the USA. Now, how was that experience to give you and then to be able to come back to Asia PPA now and have those, I guess, really high level pressure tournament experiences under your belt now?
It's a completely new experience for me. I've only been playing in Vietnam so far and maybe somewhere in Indonesia, but this is my first time coming to America to play pickleball. And even though a 4.0 in Vietnam seems pretty okay, pretty good player, but it's completely different from the rating in America, especially. Playing with American people, everyone is powerful and strong. Everyone plays with a purpose. Perfect ball placement, beautiful power, and really, everyone has a different strategy. It was tough for me trying to understand how other players play. I had a chance to play against Joya Johnson, and she made it look like a circus.
And how good is it that you get, you're only 17 years old, right? To have that experience to go and play against some of the best players in the world. I know George is quite young as well, but again, just sort of seeing that level and like anything, when you can go outside of your home country and experience different ways the game is played or different ways people train or think about things, what that's going to do for your pickleball journey, but then for you to be able to bring that back to Vietnam too, I'm sure that's incredibly helpful for a lot of the athletes you're going to train with now day in and day out.
That's something that I'm very excited to work on. I'm very excited to go back to my friends and show them how good I've gotten. Hopefully I'll start beating them as well.
I'm sure you will. I'm sure they're probably a little bit worried or may not invite you to too many match play sessions.
Oh. Here we go. Game number 2.
Time in, 0-0. Side out.
That's the start. You can see the little fist pump there from Huang.
0-0. Side out. 0-0. Side out.
She's starting well. That's a nice imposing position to get into.
0-0.
Now, how do you convert that into points? That's the challenge.
The Great Wall of China. No balls getting past her. I know that someone out there is supporting Yufei. If you look closer in the crowd, Yufei's mama is just around the corner, supporting her daughter in every single step. Ankle breaker coming from Huang.
Yeah, it's fantastic when you see that family support. They invest so much in their kids to be able to go and travel the world and do these things. And I know your dad's actually tuning into the live stream too, so supporting you on the commentary, not just supporting the kids out there on the court. So fantastic to see, and massive shout out to all the parents helping their kids follow their dreams.
No way. Huang could not keep up. Beautiful ground stroke from Yufei. Ball's out of bounds.
And it might have been a souvenir then for one lucky fan.
0-0.
Again, almost 5 minutes into this game too, and we're still at 0-0. And there you go, I'll eat my words now, because Yufei said, well, I'll put a point on the board.
Just like you said, commentator's curse.
Oh, I wish we had that much power.
1-0.
What a rally. Beautiful ground stroke coming from both tennis players. Even from sitting up here, I could hear the powerful grunts. I can see and hear how much power these girls put into their shots.
Oh, they're absolutely like 110% and all, and they were just so close to those lines and that baseline, each of those shots.
Point.
So they're both playing really high-risk pickleball, very, very small margins.
One.
Yufei's not missed many in this whole game so far, this match. Both have been about 4 centimetres out on that sideline. I have no doubt she'll adjust that very, very quickly.
2-1.
Right now, Huang enjoys her first lead of the match. Going to give you a little bit of confidence.
Oh.
Side out.
She had the play she wanted. She got it in a good position, but just wasn't able to quite handle that pace.
Huang is getting frustrated. She's now revving up her engine, ready for the next point. But so is Yufei.
Side out.
I love these grunts from all these female players. It shows how much passion they have into the sport.
Side out. 1-2. Point. Timeout, receiver. 2-2, 1 minute. Seconds. Timeout remaining. Receiver 1. Server
Right, we're
2.
seeing a much closer match here now, 2-all. We've had nearly 12 minutes for this game so far. The ladies are just exchanging side outs constantly. Again, what do you think Yufei needs to do here to overcome or just break this little bit of momentum from Huang?
If only I could beat Yufei, maybe I could tell you.
2-2.
Even getting a little bit of luck from the net as well.
Still, those ground strokes before that net court was amazing.
Three, 2.
Huang really changing the sort of shape of some of those ground strokes. I'm a lot more loft in the air rather than just that straight one. And Yufei just going for that straight line drive and just getting a little caught up in the net on that occasion.
Side out.
Perfect corner shots coming from Yufei.
Three, 2. Point.
Like you mentioned, these girls have only been missing the court by a couple of centimeters, never further than that.
4-2. Side out.
Again, now Huang going to need to really try and rein this back. You don't want to give Yufei too much of a lead. We saw her run away with it in game 1. Oh, too good again, Yufei Long, and Huang is looking up to the sky almost saying, what do I need to do to get this ball past her? Interesting, 'cause we saw this sort of happen in the previous semi-final, which was the men's match where Vanchik Kapadia didn't have too much success straight away on the big hard game against Jimmy Leong and switched his strategy completely. It was soft, created time and changed that. But it's one thing having that, but you've got to have the skill set to be able to do it at this high level. And Yufei Long's giving Huang almost no opportunity to even change the tempo because it's just coming so fast.
5-2.
Huang is getting her tempo now. She knows where to hit the ball. She baited for Yufei to come up to the net and then finish her off with a shot that Yufei could not reach for.
Which is pretty tough to do, but she's athletic, she's long, got a good reach. Not too many spots on the court that go vacant.
Point.
Yeah, point number 3 for Huang. Most points she's had on the board in the match now. That's got to give her a little bit of confidence.
Loving that grunt. I want to hear more of it.
3-5. Side out.
Again, a quick exchange of side outs there. No damage done.
5-3.
That one just sailing a little bit long there. Interesting there, Yufei with almost a bit of a moonball serve, just trying to create a little bit of time and a little bit of tempo change for Huang.
6-3.
I hope that shot didn't break Huang's mentality. She returned that serve with a beautiful forehand slice.
She's onto that one early, but the slice from Yufei just meant that ball didn't sit up as high as she's been used to, so I like that change there. No surprise, we see a timeout. We were looking at preparation, and we were talking a little bit earlier, Sophia, and I couldn't help but notice the nails. All right, you've got to tell us a little bit about what's going on here. They look amazing. How do you even play pickleball in these? What's going on?
Well, I would say that to play pickleball with these nails, you have to be elegant.
I love it. I love it. And look, I've seen you play, and you've got some elegance on the court, but you've also got some absolute beast as well. So I think maybe this one offsets your full competitive spirit on the court. But give us a look. You've actually got the PPA logo on there as well. So show your fans. Have a look back home. Check this out.
Right here, I got my UPA Trailblazer, and right here is the PPA Tour Asia, guys.
Fantastic.
Walking billboard.
There's commitment from an athlete. So, Sophia, what's up for you next? Obviously, we'll finish up in Malaysia here, back home for a little bit of training. What does your next couple of weeks look like?
Well, right after I come home from Malaysia, the first thing I'm going to do is sleep right away.
I bet you've had a pretty big schedule here. You've had early mornings, late nights. Get home, have a good sleep, chat to the fam. I know your mum and dad are tuned into the live stream and his comments. So big hello to the family.
Hi, Mom. Hi, Dad. And hi, Auntie. I know you're watching as well. Just comment.
Fantastic. Look, it's so good to have you up here in the booth and getting your insights here into the game, off the court as well, and just part of that program that your Trailblazers are putting together to just create some really well-rounded athletes. So thank you so much. But here, let's take it back to the athletes on the court. Yufei Long, 7-3 with one game in hand. Looking at a gold medal berth. Wow.
Just by an inch.
And super tough. She has to hold that so late to try and get Yufei to make a move. Means that ball can get a little low.
I can feel the intensity in the air. I know these girls are dying to get into the finals for tomorrow.
I mean, again, it's pretty special, right? The very first PPA Tour Asia. To say you've got an opportunity to be the gold medalist at the very first event, that's got to go down into the history books. The winner will face a very pumped up Nicholas Schumann. The way she got through that match, absolute grit and determination. That'll be her first gold medal match at the PPA Tour Asia. She also hasn't made a gold medal consistent on the PPA Tour Australia either, so this will be her maiden gold medal match at the PPA level. So Very, very exciting. But right now, it's all Yufei Long.
Yufei is now 2 points away from making it to the finals tomorrow of Malaysia Open Panas Cup.
3-9. Point.
You can see just that little bit of hope now. The point number 4. Can she just keep grinding her way, clawing her way closer here? Again, she's only managed to put 1 point on the board in game 1, even though we said it was probably around about a 6 scoreline when we really looked at the way the game went. Right now, plenty of work to do.
Side out.
I would say this is a match of seeing who has the best ground strokes.
As I said at the start, I'm like, could we count on one hand how many drop shots or dinks? And maybe a couple of slice backhands from Yufei if we really wanted to be generous, but I still think I'd be taking the winnings there.
9-4.
Changing of momentum coming from Yufei with that moonball serve.
Oh. It was interesting. Huang there trying to avoid the kitchen light, even though she was not playing the ball. But just the habit that you have as an athlete to make sure you avoid that area. Get another important side out.
4-9.
Just by an inch coming from Huang. Yufei with that beautiful cross-court top spin.
See Huang just shaking her head, like, what do I need to do? And she did nothing wrong in that point. Well constructed. Yufei was just a little bit better.
Nine-4. Side out.
Just 2 points, Yufei.
But they are the hardest 2 points to get, the ones that will close out the match. As we saw in the first women's semi-final in game 1, this is where Nicola Schumann was. She was down at 4-9, was able to come back and win that first game 14-12, and then take the next one to win the match. So you still never say die. But you're right, Huang still has a lot of work to do.
Point.
Just by an inch again coming from Yufei. Sometimes the Great Wall of China has to fall. Even though being down 4-9, Huang still keeps her mentality straight and firm.
Finds that corner on the line. Exceptional.
Timeout, receiver.
There we go, and we'll see her creep to point number 6 and start to put the pressure on Yufei Long, and no surprise there. We see a timeout. She'll head to the bench. Wow, story's starting to get interesting now, Sophia.
I made the same face as the people in the crowd.
So if you were sitting down there with Yufei now, just had a little bit of momentum run with Huang, what sort of advice would you be giving her?
Well, to be honest, I give myself the same advice like I do to everybody. Just play.
And we know that Yufei's game is very, very good, so just play for her will be full throttle. But I think it's a good opportunity just to break the momentum, sometimes even just forcing the player to walk to the bench and look at something different. Potentially they can get distracted, they lose track of where they are, a tiny little bit of focus shift can be just the only little thing that they need. But right now, we're seeing a really good fight back here from LB Huang.
Receiver 1, server 0.
Again, ladies and gents that are tuning in, we still have one more men's semi-final to go after this, so stick around. It'll be again Jack Huang and Jiang Tring, so it's going to be another epic match. So we might be in for a late night.
6-9.
Another side out there. Again, just playing with the margins of the lines. They're just so close. Felt like it was almost a drill there. Like hit the left back corner, hit the right corner, hit the tee.
Sometimes it depends on the angle of whoever is looking at the ball as well.
Oh, she gets a little bit of love from the net as it slices through. Again, sides out again. Loving the pressure now. We're really going to start to see not who's the best player, but who can handle that mentality and play those top shots at the most important parts of this match.
Huang's not breaking down at all. It's only making her stronger. Nobody is getting past Yufei long.
She's just reading those angles so well, intercepting that ball. The most important part, actually getting that paddle and playing that last shot to put it away on that volley, which is, she makes it look incredibly easy, and it definitely is not. Here we go. Can she push the double figures here and get that elusive point number 10?
Nine, 6.
We need to see if Yufei uses their other timeout here, whether she just... she'll give it one more opportunity. I think you said it right. It almost seems like Huang is starting to play better and better as the pressure gets more and more.
6-9.
So she's feeding off it.
Not only having the best ground stroke, I think that Huang has the best fashion style as well.
And you are very, very accomplished to be able to comment on that. So there it is, point number 7. There's some fans out there for Huang. You can see some loud cheering.
Are we going to see the same thing as Nicholas Goldman?
7-9.
Okay, Yufei Long put a stop to this. Oh, incredible down the line there. And Yufei still got a paddle on it, but still wasn't able to do enough. And no surprise, that timeout has come. I would be surprised if we see Huang to stand up and not go to the bench on this occasion, just to really show and send the message that she's ready. She doesn't need to sit down. She'll probably grab a little bit of water. We saw this happen to a couple of teams yesterday where they almost wanted to stay out on court, and they realized, I'm sweating so much, if I don't take some water on now, I could be in a little bit of trouble down the track.
We can see a lot of pep talk coming from Huang towards herself. She knows what she needs to work on. She knows where to hit the ball, and she's showing us that she wants to be in that final match no matter what.
Yeah, it's interesting how the different tactics for different players, and you see there Nicholas Schoeman giving her a high five. They are on the same MLP Australia team, the Melbourne Mavericks, so it would be a very, very interesting story if she does come through this and they play each other in the final, but she's got a lot of work to do yet. But again, those storylines and the support from teammates in the different leagues is fantastic to see. Yufei was obviously over at our last MLP Australia event as well, representing the Asia Aces, so lots of athletes there, but right now, ball in hand with Huang, down 8-9. Oh, what an exceptional point. She set that up so incredibly well, but unfortunately couldn't quite finish that one down the line. We're all tied up, 9 apiece in this semi-final. Yufei Long, 1 game in hand, however. All the pressure is on Huang.
I'm so shocked. I couldn't even think of what to say.
Great point there from Yufei Long, but what I love is Huang just made her play another ball every single time.
Another chance for Yufei.
She's been stuck on 9 a while, hey, so let's see.
Taking her time before the serve. This is her chance, but not her last chance to finish this match once and for all.
Wow, it's like hit hard, then hit harder. It was, and the one almost like halfway through that backhand high volley, very, very awkward from Yufei, but managed to stay in that, and that's going to bring up her first match point opportunity.
The frustration is coming out of Huang. She's running out of strategies to use.
And sometimes you do have to sort of let out something just to release it so you don't have that tension holding in as well. Let's see, can she fend off a match point here?
Ten-9.
The match is not done. Huang is still in the game. Her head is not going anywhere.
No, I feel like this one's going to go right to the wire.
Nine-10.
Oh, and it's gone wide again down that line.
Yufei knew she had that ball. She was just another inch away from making it in.
What I like from Huang, she's actually probably sitting a little bit more on that backhand side, just squeezing that line there for Yufei. I wonder if she'll keep with that or whether she'll start to rip that ball back across court.
I hope that Yufei knows she's not alone.
Oh, a rare return error there.
If you see in the background, that's the whole UPA Trailblazer team.
That's
Everyone
fantastic. How good is it to see all the athletes here cheering on one of their own? Nearly 9 p.m. at night. That shows the camaraderie of the program. Can they get their girl, Yufei Long, across the line?
10-10.
That was that cross court. She'd held her on that line so many times now. Rips that one across the court. Huang. Nothing she could do there. Exceptional from Yufei Long, and that's going to give her second match point opportunity. You can take a breath, Sophia.
Oh my god, I had the same expression as Jimmy Leong in the background. Hands on his head. We both couldn't believe that Yufei could make such a wonderful shot. Huang is waking herself up. She's not ready to go home yet.
Now he's trying to get those legs firing. It's been a long night. You see the Trailblazers, as you said there, right behind their athlete. And there it is. Drifts long. And it is Yufei Long. She'll be through to the gold medal match. Into Sophia Tran is so excited. She's gone down to support her fellow Trailblazer athlete. What an exceptional run. LB Huang really came back in that game too. Some exceptional play there. Let's have a recap of the scoreline. It was Yufei Long into 11-1, 12-10, and Sophia, you had to just jump for joy then and run down and give a big shout out to your fellow Trailblazer athlete. How